Hello, this is a Revolution of Gaming podcast. I'm your host, Pandemic. This is episode 15, and we have Tweakbolt. Say hello, Tweak.
Hey, hello.
And we have Gypsy Danger.
Hey.
Now, hopefully, Tweak doesn't talk about his air conditioner.
Sorry, it feels good.
I would like to note that we're going to try to be doing this on a 2-week schedule, and I'm putting it out there, so hopefully we can hold ourselves accountable. And then people be like, hey, well, where's John and Tweak and Panda? Number 2, we have events in RoG. I'm going to be introducing an Insomniac game night hosted by me every Saturday, Sunday, 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. It's going to be rotating depending on who's in the party for what we're playing on Xbox One. Every 2 weeks, Hopkins is hosting Grand Theft Auto. The next one is Wednesday, September 21st, 6 p.m. Eastern, as well as Minecraft by RoG Percy's every 2 weeks, starting Thursday, September 15th at 8 p.m. Eastern. The game types for that consist of battle and a survival, and battle and spleef spawn. God damn it! I just merged everything. All right, whatever. And spleef spawn, spleef.
Sound it out, please.
I know we're leaving this in here. Spleef is you spawn with a shovel on a high platform. Goal is to break the ground beneath your enemies and have them fall to their death. All right.
Why didn't even spleef? I don't get it.
I don't know. That's probably some Minecraft term.
Oh God. Okay.
All right. For next, we got upcoming games. We have Final Fantasy 15, Outlast 2, Gears of War 4, Battlefield 1, Titanfall 2, Call of Duty Infinity Warfare, plus the remake for Modern Warfare, Dishonored 2, and Forza Horizon 3. What do you want
All
to
of
talk
those
about?
actually sound really good, except for Call of Duty.
You know what? I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one at least.
Yep.
But Battlefield 1 though.
Did you play it?
Oh yeah. I actually enjoyed the beta. I actually did.
Yeah?
I did not get to play the beta, and I'm sad.
Isn't it still out or no?
No,
I
believe
mean, it is, but
yeah.
oh,
I
did
saw
it?
someone
Okay, I was
playing
about
it
to say,
yesterday.
I'm
maybe.
definitely not gonna be able to download it with this hotel internet, but
Oh yeah.
Poor tweet.
yeah.
There's also a Titanfall 2 beta, but I heard bad things about it. You guys hear anything about that?
I mean, I didn't play it.
I haven't heard anything about Titanfall 2.
All right. Well, Titanfall 1 was amazing. Can we both agree with that?
Yeah. Yes.
Right. Titanfall
For
2
what it was worth, yeah.
is like the complete opposite of what Titanfall 1 was. It was like smaller maps, harder to get a Titan. The movement was considered clunky and everything, and people are wondering what happened. So that one, they said they're working on it. They're gonna try to bring it like the basics back and everything, but who knows?
I mean, it's still beta. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it also comes out like October, November.
Oh shit!
You better work on that shit, fam.
Okay.
So
you got less than a month.
That soon.
Right. You're not gonna make that big of a change in a month or two.
Or were they gonna pull a Destiny and be like, oh yeah, future updates, fam. Like no big deal. Expansions.
That's usually how it is nowadays anyway. They'll just drop a half-done game on you, and
that's how Titanfall 1 kind of was. They add a lot now compared to what it was when it was released.
Yeah, but they gave you enough to enjoy the game, at least on Titanfall. But on some games they did not give you enough. That's for certain. Destiny.
Oh, everyone loved that smart pistol, man.
The smart pistol was OP, and I hated that gun so freaking much.
It's a fun gun.
No, that gun sucks. That's a new pistol, is what it is.
I did enjoy it though, because you know, if you look at it this way, and like if we actually had that in the real world, you know how fast wars would end. Like, bitch, bam, 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 done.
It was great for killing bots. Like, it took down bots real quick.
Took down everything real quick.
It took a little longer for pilots though, and with the unless people were walking in a straight line, it was kind of hard to lock on.
I hated that one guy who always like does like the most hardcore like parkour shit. Flies through the window, runs all along the
That was
wall.
me.
Next thing you know, you blink, you're done, and then he's right out the window again. It's like, what just happened? And then you realize you just got aced by the smart pistol. It's like, oh my god.
That sounds like Matrix shit right there.
Hell yeah,
Dude, if you had the smart pistol, that's exactly what you did. You
Yeah.
never really touched the ground. You were always wall to wall all the time.
especially if you had the attachment that makes the lock on faster.
Dead. Done.
Yeah, it was just it was easy to just you can easily get like a bunch of kills on that. A bunch of kills, low deaths, just because no one could aim as quick as your smart pistol could.
Right.
Ridiculous.
Did you guys play the beta for Gears of War 4? No, clearly not.
Wasn't that like months ago?
Yeah, that was months ago. But I was just
Oh
asking.
yeah, I played a couple games. I was already irritated, so I'm like, I guess I gotta get it.
I just can't play it, man. I can't play Gears of War. Like, it's not a bad game. It really isn't. It's just can't play it. I just don't like it.
Okay, nothing wrong with that.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, you know, when you and I were playing the co-op, that was actually pretty fun. Like, you locking me in a door, I think, and I couldn't move for like 5 minutes. That was fun. That was the highlight of the entire game.
Trapped in the
good.
closet.
I was. Well, Andy and I were on the very first level, and he just busted me out of jail. And I'm sitting there, and I'm standing next to the door that he's about to open. Well, the door opens up. I get caught in the door, like opening, and I'm stuck in between the wall and the door, and I can't move. Like I couldn't do anything. I was just stuck there.
We seem to find a lot of glitches.
Oh yeah, like
That one came in handy though.
Not really. I mean,
the door
Yes.
glitch.
putting Tweak in a corner comes in handy sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes he needs it, you know. He's like gets out of control, and you're like in the corner you go.
Don't put me in a corner. I don't
Don't
like
put
corners.
baby in the corner.
No one puts baby in the corner.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
How do you feel about Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare remake? Do you feel that's being kind of tacked on? Do you feel like
I don't think it's worth the money that it is. That's for damn sure.
I think it'll be worth the money if it's not bundled with Infinite Warfare.
See, they already know this because they're like, okay, no one wants just Infinite Warfare. Like, they want the remake, so let's just bundle both so they make more money.
Yeah,
I can see that. 'Cause if you think about it, like a lot
They're
of
like,
people
we
have
already
been
know our
complaining.
games are shit, so let's just we gotta bundle
Like,
it, man.
they ran out of ideas, and they know they have to start recycling ideas. So they made a game that's exactly like Black Ops 3 apparently,
Right.
and they were just like, okay, no one's gonna play this, guys. We're just gonna let you know, all right? And they're like, okay, that's cool, but how about we make a remastered version of Call of Duty? And they're like, that might work. Which one? It's like the best one we had, our first one. It's like, okay, good, let's do that one.
See the way my view is, I feel like because it takes years to make these games. They had this idea already, and by the time the time was coming to release it, they realized, oh crap, no one's really gonna buy this. Maybe if we could tack
Pandy,
something on.
I think they make it the year before and just pile shit together. They have to. Literally,
No
there's
way.
a Call of Duty every single year, isn't there? I
But
swear to God,
it's
there
three
is.
different studios.
Yeah.
There's three different There's three different studios working on Call of Duty. What is life?
There's Infinity.
This is why the games suck.
Treyarch, and I believe Sledgehammer started picking it up.
Okay. Yeah, because a long time ago they all used to work together, right? And then apparently there was some kind of I don't know, some stupid thing that went down, something illegal, I'm guessing. I don't know. Anyway, they all split up, and one group took Black Ops, the other group took Modern Warfare, and then the other group just kind of randomly showed up. And
Yeah, the other
I have
group
no
showed
idea
up in Modern Warfare 3. They believe they made the multiplayer to that.
Oh, okay. So there you go.
Let's see.
So that's why the game's shit, because no one can just get together and figure it out.
It's funny because they all have the same ideas. Like, they all have kill streaks, and they all play the same. I don't understand. I don't understand why they can't just like sit down and be like, you know what? All right, we can all start making games again.
You know what
we all pretty much make the same game anyway.
You know what they do? They have a base, like, like a base to go off of, and they're like, okay, we'll just change the graphics like here and there, and then we'll release it. Bam, solid, good plan. Release next month.
Copy
I'll tell you what. Only reason why I got Advanced Warfare was just so I could see Kevin Spacey in a video game. That's it.
Really?
Yeah, that was
Did you even play the campaign?
I did. Yeah, I liked it.
I was a big COD
Kevin
player.
Spacey definitely sold the part on that. But yeah, altogether, like the multiplayer and everything, nah, it's gotten old. It's gotten a bit repetitive. It's kind of like unnecessarily fast paced. You know what I mean? Just everything is just kind of like all over the place. There's no, I don't know. That's like as soon as you get into a Black Ops game, it's just a mess all over the place.
See, I don't mind. Like, I love Call of Duty for search and destroy. Like, that's like favorite game type.
Yeah, same.
But it's just I can't anymore. I can't spend like $60 on the same game. Like I just can't do it.
Yeah, but this one's like a darker gray. Like,
oh man, it's gonna match my Xbox.
It's like, but John, the cover of the game is different. Oh,
They changed one number. Bam, sold. Speaking of changing numbers, the new iPhone.
New iPhone? How do you like it?
Oh man, I don't know. I'm still on the fence. Like, I want to get it because, like, oh my god, it's a new iPhone, But why would you get rid of the headphone jack? Why would you do that?
Because
Curry.
I mean, realistically,
because no headphone jack.
I think probably the next year or two, like, no phones are gonna have headphone jacks. But
I don't think that's gonna go away that quickly.
I think so, because the way like Type-C chargers now, like, man, they're gonna hit fast.
No one wants an adapter.
I mean,
or dongle. That's what they're calling it, dongle.
What'd you call me? I don't know. I like how like well designed iPhones are. You can say all you want about them, but you know what? They do design their shit very well. And I know, Tweak, you already hate this, but let's be honest, iMessage is done very well through Apple, like group messaging is done very well. Android still hasn't picked up on that still. Let's just admit it right now.
I don't have a problem with my messaging now that I have the LG V10.
What are you sponsored over here?
Oh gosh. I just mean Android in general, it just needs a catch up. And Apple does streamline their updates versus Android, man. Android takes forever because you have to wait for the manufacturers and then your actual carrier to actually release that update. So it's like, iPhone, man, you just get the update, man. How many times can I say man in a sentence? Let's count. I had an energy drink and I'm zooming.
Good.
Yeah. I'm sipping on a Rockstar and I'm not.
Me too. I got like the big one, the one that has like the pop top thing.
All those things.
Yeah,
it's great. Awesome.
Crazy. I'm going a mile a minute. But
John's not even here right now. He's like in space.
Zooming.
But in all seriousness, I think if they didn't get rid of the headphone jack, I think the iPhone 7 would have been perfect.
No, but I agree. It's the headphone jack port. I use my headphones all the time.
Oh, me too.
I think they're charging way too much on the AirPods.
Yeah.
Well, I think I don't think the world's ready for small headphones like that.
Or just that technology. It's still expensive technology for what it is.
Yeah. And what if you need to actually replace the battery in those things where you have to buy a whole new set?
Probably. That's like phones.
Yeah.
You gotta buy a whole new phone when there's no.
What happens if you lose the one? Does the other one not work? Like, things to think about.
They'll sell you another one probably for like $80.
Another thing.
Oh, you lost that one? Shame. You do have warranty, right? Oh, that's good. Well, it'll be $80 to get it fixed.
Speaking of failures, though, the PS4 Pro release, man.
How'd you like it?
Honestly, I didn't know anything about the specs until you sent that message over talking about it. That's it's actually kind of disappointing. That's really disappointing.
What's so pro about this Pro release? There's nothing pro about it.
There is not. In fact, Xbox sent a tweet saying it could do all this stuff way before the PS4. Because, the Xbox One S, it has the 4K Blu-ray player and all that. And you kind of wonder what happened with the PS4 Pro here.
Is Sony even going to try taking on the Scorpio?
I don't even think so. I think Scorpio's gonna demolish the gaming platform world, man.
Supposedly there was rumors of it's called the Neo, for the competitor of Scorpio. And there was rumors of it going around before the Scorpio specs were released. And when the Scorpio specs released, PlayStation and representative said, "Oh, it's not all about specs anymore."
Yes, it is. Sorry, but it is.
Because they have, I guess the Scorpio was a lot more powerful than the projected for the Neo.
Well, I think Xbox in general, maybe like as a starter pack you get a console, but I think Microsoft is actually moving towards what PC gaming and combining Xbox platform all together, so you can actually just use your controller on your PC instead of actually buying an Xbox to actually game. That's kind of crazy to think about. So you can build a massive computer right now, and you have better specs than the base console.
They have.
Yeah, but the thing is, but like not everybody knows how to build a computer, or do they really want to bother trying to do that?
I mean that's why they get Alienware, right?
Oh God. So I can see like Microsoft, they're just like, okay, so we understand that some people are lazy or they just don't know how to build a computer.
There's a lot.
Or they just don't want to even or they already have a computer and they don't want to upgrade to a newer one. So why don't we just make a console powerhouse, just turn that into the Scorpio, and that way, they could just get a new Xbox if that. I kind of like that idea anyway. Like honestly, I'm gonna get the Scorpio. Like hands down, I'm definitely gonna be getting that.
No, same here. Because I don't like dealing with drivers and trying to figure out why something's not working on my computer.
Same.
I like just putting in a disc and it works.
Yeah.
Me too.
Well, I guess not really a disc these days. I like just hitting the A button on the game and then it works.
Yeah. I mean, it's so simple. I don't have a problem with that.
Right. But they are branching towards PC. I mean, they have Forza Apex, which is a free-to-play Forza game, but it's like microtransactions. I believe you got to buy, unlock cars by that way. And then they just released Halo 5 Forge. So the PC players can make Forge maps, and it's more detailed than the console version.
Which I think
that's sort of like a
badass.
That's only for I think Forge is definitely badass. Just because, I mean, you definitely have more freedom when you're trying to make, maps and everything like that now.
Right. The people can also play it in the custom games on the PC. It's actually pretty cool.
Oh, they can actually play on that?
Yeah, they can only play in custom games.
But that's absolutely badass. Like, come on. Come on. I mean, years ago, you wouldn't even think of Microsoft and like actually doing that, and like I don't know, it blows my mind. But now that the PC and Xbox are coming to view as one, that's pretty cool.
Definitely. What the Xbox One vision, remember the E3 release and how everybody freaked out about the Xbox One and what it is now feels like two totally different consoles.
Oh yeah. Remember they were scared that, oh, we had to have your Xbox on all the time, connect to the internet. Now we're like, all right, no big deal.
Actually, is my Xbox on right now?
Is your
go
phone
catch
on?
it. No.
Is it plugged in?
Is there a light on?
I don't
Is
know.
there anything on your television screen?
Look, well, no, definitely not. But I turned the TV off, but I forgot if I'd actually turned the Xbox off.
So are you gonna update
You know what?
us?
I'll figure it out later. I'll figure it out later.
So we'll never know if Tweak's Xbox was on or not. I'm sorry, guys. That was terrible.
Oh my
conclusion.
gosh! All right, hold on. Let me walk over there real quick. All right, let me see.
So, John, how's it work today?
Don't get me started.
That's
a whole nother rant I could rant for like hours on, but I won't.
Come on, John. What's one thing today that made you mad?
The fact that my GM's an idiot and only scheduled 4 people today.
In the whole store or your
The
department?
whole store.
Oh my god.
What? No, that's bad. That's not smart. What
Well,
the hell?
I'm dealing with a guy that breathes into the walkie, so Did you ever see Hey Arnold, and that like one creepy dude that always talks like Helga, breathing really heavy?
Eugene.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is he the one that wears like the weird glasses? Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, imagine that like in your ear all day.
Is that what you experienced?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, dude.
Me too.
Let's see. For the Xbox One update, they added clubs. You guys know anything about this?
I'm not in the preview program anymore.
I'm the only one in the preview program.
Well, it broke my Xbox, so I had to like factory reset the whole thing.
Ooh. Oh, I remember that. There was a glitch in one of the updates that happened to a couple people, and you got gone.
Yeah.
There was a couple times, dude, I had to take mine off because like sometimes my games just weren't working. Like Grand Theft Auto wouldn't work. Destiny wouldn't work. But
I think
so
I believe I remember the
take it off of
Destiny
mine.
one.
Rip.
Well, I think that's just your fault, Tweak.
That is not that. No.
But it is a preview. It's not a get like updates early. It's like, yo, this may break your console.
Yeah. Well, it did.
I remember I was so excited about getting into the preview program too. I was just like, man, I can get into this. It'll be nice. I get to see the new stuff. Nah, I just turned to a giant nightmare. I was like, you know what? I'm forget it. I don't want to be ahead of the curve. I'm just gonna get out of this.
I'd be like, I am so done. Done.
Let's see what we got here. Also, today is September 11th. For you youngins don't know, that's when the Twin Towers fell. And do you guys remember where you were when the towers fell?
Yes.
Where were you, Jen?
I was actually in elementary school, and I was in the 3rd grade. And my teacher turned on the television watching the news of the Twin Towers on fire. So.
Oh, they actually turned on the TV for you guys?
Mm-hmm. And then we got sent home early that day.
Yeah. Ours was, I was in, let me see. Where's it, 5th or 6th? No, I don't know. One of them. I think it was 6th grade. And I noticed a pattern. Everybody kept getting like called out of the class. Your parents are picking you up. Your parents are picking you up. I've noticed it was like mostly all the girls were getting picked up. So I'm like, what's going on?
All the guys are getting shipped to boot camp immediately.
We're just like looking at each other, and then they finally herded us into one class because there wasn't that many people left. And they were like, well, this is what happened, blah, blah, blah. I have no idea what's going on. And then they were like, so we're going to do an early dismissal and releasing you guys early. And I'm like, hell yeah, early dismissal, thank God. I did not know what happened that day, but I was excited for an early dismissal. What about you, Tweak?
I was with my mom. I was homeschooled at the time, so I was with my mom at her work while I was doing my schoolwork, and she heard what happened, and we watched it on the TV over at her work.
You were homeschooled?
Yeah, I was homeschooled for like 2 years.
That's why he's special.
I can see why. I can see why.
No.
It all makes sense now.
No.
I'm like no.
Actually, I was surprised because usually homeschool like aren't as socially, I would say, active as you were.
What?
Like usually people who are homeschooled don't really have great social skills.
Oh, gotcha. Well, no, okay. So I wasn't all the way homeschooled. So
Okay.
I was, yeah. So it was only for 2 years. I was in public school, and then just because I wasn't really in the best of neighborhoods, I always got into fights, and my mom finally got tired of dealing with me getting in trouble and dealing with the school about them talking about me getting in trouble. So she was like, okay, I'm just going to put you in homeschool, and we'll see if that straightens you out. And after 2 years, she sent me back to regular school, probably because she was like fed up with dealing with me every day.
Now you're just a chill
So
dude.
that worked.
She's probably like, he didn't do his homework again. The hell.
Oh, dude, man, I had that work was so easy. Like whenever they set me up with the schoolwork, I was like, okay, so how do I do homeschool work? And they were like, oh, you just do, whatever you feel like. I was like, whatever I feel like. And they're like, yeah. And I was like, okay, so I could just do my schoolwork, like all of it done in like an hour if I really wanted to. She goes, yeah. I was like, okay, all right. So I would just like get all of my subjects done like within the hour, and then I'd have the rest of the day just chilling.
You got it easy. Now look at you.
Yeah.
I did. So when I had to go back to like regular school, I was just like, shit, I gotta like I'm stuck here till 3. What?
You mean I can't just like go outside?
Yeah, I can't just go.
And John over here is just trying to fight everybody, right, John?
I was actually really like the quiet kid in school.
No.
Yeah, I was. It's not that I didn't have like many friends in school. It's just I hated everyone. So I was just like, I was there to get my work done and leave. Like that's all I wanted to do. And then you have the kids that are like assholes, and then they want to have a fight with the teacher every single time, and you're just like, dude, shut the fuck up, sit down, do your work. I shouldn't be cursing on this podcast, but I'm sorry. It just made me so mad instantly. But
you need to talk about it? Like,
yeah, like,
you're right.
John on caffeine is very passionate.
Dude, give him a rock star. He's ready to go. Talk about his past. He's ready to throw down.
I have
that kid in the classroom. Throws a chair at you.
I was like on the kids, like, okay, I'm going to sit in the back, just do my work, because all the kids that are noisy are in the front, apparently. So, I did my thing, and I didn't talk to anyone.
I sat in the back.
Tweak's got in the back, his legs kicked up.
He's that kid that's like, yeah, I'm not doing any work.
Right? That's what I can see.
Fuck
Actually,
you.
in my government class, which turned out to be my best class, I always slept, and actually pissed off this one kid because he was part of like the golf team or whatever. Like I didn't even know we had a golf team at the time.
You guys had a
But
golf team?
Yeah, we
Anyway.
had a golf team.
yeah, and he straight up looked like he belonged in a country club. Like he looked like he had a fake tan, like just I can't even describe that haircut, like rich kid haircut, and then like just the polo shirt. Like he looked like he was about to go golfing. So I guess it fits that he was in a golf team. But like I was always sleeping in that class, and like but I already knew all of the material. Like I just at the time I was really interested in government and everything like that. So I just kind of like studied all that in my free time anyway. So I just slept in the class. Well, the kid got really pissed off because we took a test and I got like a solid 100 and the kid got like an 80 something. He was like, I don't understand. This kid sleeps in here all the time and he's got a 100. And he was just like, hey, he gets the 100, so he can sleep all he wants. I was like, all right, cool. I just went back to sleep.
That's our little tweak.
My one teacher, it was in the morning. Obviously, in high school, you had class at like 8 in the morning, I think. Yeah, 8 in the morning. Obviously, I didn't go to bed until 2 in the morning every single day. So in the morning, I slept, and my one teacher, all he did was play movies or like some kind of documentary. And of course, that's gonna make you like pass out because you're tired already, and then you have to hear about this stupid crap.
Right.
And
Yo,
then
unless Bill Nye was
snore.
the video. Oh my god.
And then everyone in the class would literally just pass out. But we all got hundreds. I don't know how.
You're watching the movie. You're quiet. That was his time. He's probably hungover. Who knows?
Yeah, he was probably hungover doing a line of coke on the fucking desk.
I figure that's usually like when like the teachers probably had like a rough night. He's like, okay, guys, like just like oh god, like shut up. All right, we're just gonna we're gonna put this video in. He just puts a VHS in the VCR, rolls the big TV on the stand, just turns it on. He's like, all right, we're just gonna watch some Bill Nye for a little bit, all right?
Right?
Just gets back and just goes to sleep.
He's like, I want 10 facts on that sheet before you turn it in.
Like get a notebook out, piece of notebook paper out, just write, like doodle, make a smiley face. I don't care. This is all on the test. Even the smiley face. It's like, whoa, what? All right.
This would be on the quiz. No quiz ever happens.
Yeah.
Oh man. But y'all had that one teacher that would be like, yo, quiz time. You're like, yo, you didn't tell us. He's like, it don't matter, fam.
Oh man, the pop quiz.
Yeah, and you're just like, God, just kill me.
I had a history teacher that was like that. That guy like loved his job. By loving his job, like he always popped up some kind of pop quiz. Like it wasn't even a surprise anymore. It was just like I'd be walking to class with my friend and I'd just be like, do you think we got like a pop quiz today? Because yeah, dude, we definitely got one. It's like, damn. All right.
It wasn't any of my other teachers, but it was always the freaking chemistry teacher. I was so mad at her. She was like just an angry person, and she was pregnant, which made her even more angry. So it was just like, fuck quiz, everyone.
Hey, John. But now you hate chemistry, probably.
Oh, I do. Oh, you have no idea.
I
liked essays more than I liked quizzes and everything. I'd rather have done an essay. I can write essays all day long. I love essays.
Me too. Give me a 10-page essay. I'll write that shit down for you and put it on your test the next morning.
Exactly.
Like,
no, I will speak my mind. Like, I'll let you know. But you put a test in front of me, like, I'm gonna give you the shittiest look ever. I do not want to do that.
Or the worst is when there's two answers, like the multiple choice, that sound both of them will be the right, and you're like, ah, man, I'm gonna have to flip.
Yeah, it's like A, B, maybe for C, and then it's all the above. It's like what?
Oh, and then or you got those. Oh, if you think it's all the above, explain why. You're just like, God.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Or, what was it? God, I can't. I can't even remember anymore. Never mind.
It's okay.
I'm so glad I'm out of school. Get that.
Oh man.
Let's see. All right. So when you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed, what do you do to clear your mind? John, you're up. Maybe we should go to Tweak now.
Well, let me get started. So, anxiety and stuff, obviously. I have really bad anxiety all the time. So anytime like a strange like situation comes up, it gets me like in panic mode all the time. So
you feel like minor events or like emergency?
Minor events are like huge events.
Yeah.
So when something bad actually happens, it stresses me out like severely. So my way of coping with things, obviously, I shut down and I analyze the situation over and over again until I come up with a solution of my own.
So you don't like help, is what you're telling me?
No, I don't like help.
He doesn't like people to help him.
Well, I don't like help, but another segue into this is in years ago in high school and kind of a little bit after high school, I used to self-harm a lot. Obviously, not really talking about this a lot, but just to segue into the whole relief situation. After I went to like therapy for years, I've always taught myself how to like manage and control that, because obviously I still get urges today of that kind of thing. So I learned is to manage my stress is to snap rubber bands on myself in order to actually concentrate and get the same kind of feeling and not have to stress out, and obviously
right, the after effects and all that.
Yeah,
That's actually pretty interesting. Sweet. Tweak doesn't know.
Well,
just
I
drink
mean,
a Rockstar, man.
I mean, okay, yes, I definitely do that. Even though when you're stressed out, like Rockstar is not the thing you're supposed to be drinking, but caffeine does calm me down.
Which that doesn't make sense, but anyway,
it kind of does. I can understand because it
yeah,
hits the point to where your thoughts are moving so fast, you're already past what you were bothering about.
Yeah, and I mean, but I guess if I'm really, really stressed out, I do a lot of stuff, but I think probably the two main things that happen quite a bit is either one, I write, and it won't be anything like in particular. I'll start with the word and then I'll just figure something out the rest of the way, kind of like someone doodling a drawing. You know what I mean? And then or I'll watch documentaries on space. I know it's weird, but that always calms me down.
Space.
Yeah, I go on YouTube and I'll look up, or I'll go on Netflix and I'll look up something about like the cosmos or space, just anything about space. I don't know why, but it chills me out.
There you go, John. Whenever Tweak's bothering you, just send him a clip of space. You're like, Tweak, stop. Here, watch this.
Send him a like 2-page double-spaced essay. Tell him why he's gonna be upset.
2-page double space.
Yeah.
It's like, did he just send me a picture of Saturn? I'm about to write him something right now. It's like this guy.
The rings are wrong in this picture. Don't you understand?
This is a fake picture.
You got me so upset right now.
I am not calm right now at all. You are damaging my calm.
How about you, Pandy?
Me? I like to spray paint.
Spray paint?
That's what's up.
Yeah. I just find it relaxing, like just the sound, the spray, and coming up with ideas. My ideas never actually happen because I'm terrible at spray painting, but I still do it.
Honestly, you think you are, but you're actually really good at it.
No.
Yeah.
Are you sure you're not just like getting high from the spray paint? That's calming.
No, I have like the.
Do you have an aspirator?
Yeah. Because I feel like it looks badass. That's actually the reason I have it.
Actually, they do look pretty badass. Like, no joke.
Like
You'll see like those pro like graffiti guys.
Yep.
Like, they look tight.
I'm like, hell yeah, that looks pretty badass. Those pro graffiti guys, like on the street, they like make a flamethrower of fire to dry their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that looked sick, but I'm like, nah, my luck, it's this flame's gonna go back into the can and blow up. You know, you used to do that. You used to take the aerosol cans of Axe spray and make a flamethrower.
I used to do it. Then sometimes it wouldn't work, and I'm like, did I do something wrong? Am I retarded? Like,
we used to do that in shop class. I would, you know, a couple of us in class, we used to smoke, so we like most of us had lighters. So we'd get like carb cleaner, and we would it was actually pretty cool because we would spray it, and then we would light it up, and then you know, it would the very end of the spray would catch on fire, but we'd take the lighter away, but the flame was still there, so we can actually like keep the flame going just because we're spraying it, but the flame would always get closer and closer to us, so we would just be like, oh shit.
It's like a game of chicken, you know, who can do it the longest.
Yeah, it's like the most dangerous game of hot potato ever.
Oh my gosh. Another thing I did for anxiety too is, which you guys are gonna be like groaning and moaning about, but that ASMR thing, actually, there's therapists on like YouTube that actually like they have a whole video on just like calming you down and just like getting you back like to normal like thoughts and speed, you know what I mean?
No, I
Look,
understand
John, you know, I tried that, and I could see how that would work for some people, but then like when it got to the point where some lady was making some like clicking noises to like have some weird effect on my ears, that's when it just got too real for me. I was like, all right,
well, I mean, like certain
this
sounds
is
trigger
strange.
people. Like Pandy likes the sound of spray painting, so some people actually will do that, and then you just do it.
You know what sound I like? I don't know if I ever told you guys this, but I like the sound of like liquid in like a bottle. You know what I'm talking about?
Like
Yeah.
shaking
Like
it,
the sound
or...
it makes in glass.
Yeah.
Like say if you like move the bottle around and it made like that. I can't even
So do you like
replicate
the
that
sound of water actually going into a glass?
Yeah, I like that sound
Okay.
too.
Okay. That's not weird.
No,
I think
not...
it's very relaxing, I think.
Hey.
Well,
Get a weird high sensation, like, yeah, you fucking pour that fucking water in that glass.
God, that water sounds so good.
Do it, bitch. Do it.
Why do you love her? Every morning she just pours that big glass of water.
It's like every morning when I wake up, you know, she wakes me up to the sound of like water just pouring into a glass.
Dude,
What?
instead of bacon,
Yeah,
it's the sound of water, man.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I'll wake up to the smell of bacon. Like, you ain't stopping me with the bacon. Oh my gosh.
To catch a Tweakbolt.
Though every time I make bacon, I don't have my shirt on and I get burned.
What?
The grease, man. I love jumping out.
Oh my god, dude. I tried making eggs one time without a shirt on. That was like the worst idea ever.
What do you mean? What does that even mean?
Yeah, how did you mess that up?
Okay, all right. So it was a while back. It was a while back. I had a long night, okay, and I woke up and I was just like, man, I want some eggs.
Pour the eggs on yourself?
No. What happened was I had usually how I make my eggs is I pour a little bit of vegetable oil in the pan.
Okay.
And then
What?
I'll, you know, yeah.
Is that a southern thing?
Well, I guess so. I mean, I make mine like over easy sometimes, and that's normally the best way of doing it if you're doing it over easy. But anyway, so when I was doing that, like I guess I poured too much oil in it, so it all like pitter pattered like way too much. So it kept on like spitting out at me, and it always like got on my chest and my stomach. I was just like, oh, I'm like, geez, fuck this. Like, I was so pissed.
I'm not even hungry anymore.
Yeah, I was like, I don't even want this anymore. I just wanted eggs. I'm going to Whataburger. God.
Another sponsorship by Tweakbolt.
Yeah, man, I keep plugging these in all day.
I don't know. My plan is hopefully this podcast gets a little bit bigger, or our community does, and then we can actually get a sponsor. That'd be pretty cool.
Yo, guys, let me handle it. All right, we'll be sponsored by Rockstar.
I hope so.
We probably have to do something extreme, though. Extreme
Yeah?
podcasting, skydiving. Let's go.
While drinking a Rockstar.
I'd be like, guys, like, okay, I will get your logo tattooed on me if you sponsor us. They'll be like, okay.
Yeah, but they'll probably want it like somewhere people can see it.
I'll put it on my neck.
Oh my god! Don't do that to me.
That's where I draw the line.
That's how devoted I am.
Actually, that just kind of gives me the
Like,
tingles
Casey,
just thinking about something needling my neck.
It's like, Casey, how did you get the sponsorship? It's like, man, I'm just that skilled. You see me like turn. There's a big Rockstar logo on my neck. It's like people love me. I don't know what to say.
And he's drinking a Red Bull.
Smoking a cigarette. I've seen some shit.
I can see that one person just walk up, like look at my neck, and just be like, "Tell me your life story." Like, I'm curious now.
I can sum it up for you in one turn.
Yeah.
He opens up a Rockstar, just pulls one out.
This is my life, kid.
But we are at 45 minutes, so I think we're gonna end this here. This is probably the most organized podcast we had in a long time.
I know.
Yeah.
I was scared we weren't going to get through all the topics.
Yeah, truth be told, listeners, this is like the first time, yeah, like Pandy said, we've ever been organized. The whole rest of those other times, straight up winging it.
Because usually I'm like, all right, I'll get the subjects, and I end up never getting the subjects. But it worked out
like
being later in the evening, because I was like, all right, let me get it ready now in the morning while no one's really online, and I'm bored of being third shift worker, blah, blah, blah. I was like, all right, let me do this.
I mean, deep down, we really wanted to be organized. And you know what? It always works out. We haven't like had a lot of dead time or anything like that. It's always turned out to be a very good show every single time. So
right.
Like that works out. So, you know, even when like an unorganized time actually turns out to, you know, we actually have like a decent show out of it. But yeah, we should try to be more organized.
We will.
Well, you know, it's funny. I always say, like, yeah, should we get some topics to talk about before we start this? Never happens.
Exactly.
That question always dies every single time. I've noticed this. Every time it's John asking, should we get some topics? And then no one answers. It's
no one answers. And I'll be like, nah, we'll wing it.
Like, okay.
But it's also, we usually plan the podcast like the day before or like 2 days before. This was the first time.
2 minutes up.
Yeah, like this first time Mom was like, you know what, let me plan a week ahead. Let me get this going and try to. It worked out, so. Thank you for listening. Sorry, Oscar Mike, that we didn't get you on here. I know you've been trying to do a podcast and everything. We'll get you the next one, hopefully, maybe. I don't know, whatever your team may be.
Team A?
Season?
Question mark?
Whatever team there are. We're gonna
are we team A or Team B?
No, we're Team Rockstar.
Oh, okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Thank you for listening, and goodbye.